Folks, welcome back. I'm Ken Myers. I'm your host with Electrons Reloaded, and this is our first episode of How to Be a Blogger. Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Electrons Reloaded. I'm Ken Myers, your host. Glad you could join me. This is episode number 1 of how to vlog. Correction. I am not a professional vlogger, so I'm actually going to take you on the journey of this channel developing itself, Electrons Reloaded, and the process of vlogging. So we're going to learn how to vlog as we talk about how to vlog, as we teach you how to vlog, because we'll go through all the trials and tribulations of what it takes to become a vlogger. We'll make mistakes. We'll do some things great, we'll flub up, we'll have all kinds of issues, but at some point we'll become professionals at it because I'm dedicated to the channel. So it'll be very fascinating. I think watching someone go through the journey, we started in January, it's February now. We just kind of put together a lot of the purpose behind the channel, like how we're going to develop it, content that we're going to be utilizing, and some of the physical things that we're going to need. Camera, so video, audio, all the different things you need to be a vlogger. There's a lot to it, but there's not a lot to it, if that makes any sense. So it's, I'm going to be very honest with you. I say this a lot, and some different things I've learned throughout my life is it's not rocket science, I can promise you that. There's no engineering degree that's necessary here. There's no case law that you have to read. There's not a medical degree that you have to be a vlogger, but it does take in a certain kind of individual that is comfortable in front of the camera, someone that's smart or educated enough. Not me. Someone that's smart enough to be able to deliver content that people want to listen to over a period of time and over a period of months and years and so on and so forth. So I'm hoping that works out. I know I have the ability to do so. I just know that I am very junior, very young, very unfamiliar, but all that will pass in time, obviously. So today is episode 1 of how to be a vlogger, as I also put together content for Electrons Reloaded. Now, question is, what is the channel that I'm developing? So simultaneously, the channel that I'm developing is called Electrons Reloaded, and it's about automation, clean energy, and electrification, okay? And these are ways that we use everyday tech, and or how we can use everyday tech to make our lives better, broader, save money, and ultimately just make money in life, okay? So with that aspect of education when it comes to automation, electrification, so on and so forth, I'm very educated, so I'll be able to actually teach you quite a few things. I've gone through it in the last, I've been highly into that aspect of technology in the last 3+ years in depthly, and I'll be able to educate you on what it takes to take technology, better your life, save money, and make money. I've enhanced my life tremendously because of it, and so I want to teach that to you. So what I feel like a good tool for YouTube is developing and creating a community of people that have a care, passion, or desire for something. So based on what Electrons Reloaded does as a channel, I think most people, or a lot of people in general, general populace, would have an interest in. Let's say you're interested in automation, how to automate your house, how to automate things in your life to automatically function so that you have less to contend with. Maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you're into conservation and clean energy. because you want to help save the planet, then this will be a channel for you as well. Maybe you're into electrification and automobiles, but the direction is going with electric cars, or just whatever everyday tech that you would utilize to enhance your life. So we're going to talk about those things and the things that interest you. And so feel free at any point in time down below, leave a comment of the things that interest you so we can actually talk about them on the show. So that's the whole point. Community, community, community. That's what we're here for. So no question, comment, or plausibly concern is a stupid one. Only ones that are stupid is the ones that you don't ask. How's that? So seeing that for me and for most of us, that YouTube is a platform for information, entertainment, and collaboration. So we as a community will collaborate. There will be times where we'll do some things that will be quite entertaining for me or you or both, and then be informative. So I look forward to getting to the end result, which is actually going to be showing you how to make money with technology. That's what I've done. I've done that, and I can show that, I can prove that. Make tons of money, and it continues to be that way month after month and year after year. Technology keeps earning me money, and I'll show you how to do that. And it's kind of an evolution of how you implement things in your life and then how they give you a return. No different than investing. So it's like you invest in a stock. I'm actually beating myself right now for touching my nose. That's a no-no in the video world, right? If I was making an audio tape, it would not matter because you would not be aware of that. So don't do that. But I think what happens to me, and I've said it in another video before, is that when you get on camera, you get a little nervous. And not that I have a problem speaking in front of people, because I don't. But as I'm talking about fresh content that I have never talked about before, you get you're nervous. You get a little nervous. But anyways, with that being said, this is episode number 1 of how to be a vlogger. If you stick with me, I will show you the whole journey. You coming with me? Let's go. First off, what do you need to start to be a vlogger? I was gonna say I don't know. That's not true. I do know. So obviously, in order to be a vlogger, you need to, one, have the tenacity to want to get on a camera in front of literally the whole world and reveal who you are as a person. Because even though you're talking about something else, or maybe you're talking about yourself, because there's a lot of vloggers that just talk about, hey, this is me and this is what I do and this is what I'm doing currently. I'm more of a vlogger that's creating a community. So it's not me, I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about things that have transpired, but I'm also interacting with you, and we're talking about things that you've gone through that are similar to the channel, relative, right? Relative to anything that has to do with automation, clean energy, electrification, and technology. So that's the community that we're referring to. So anything that you have to say about that, we're discussing back and forth. So this is not just a one-way, me just talking at you and you just listening. I would personally get bored with that, listening to me all the time. So, point being is that first thing you need to be able to do is be okay with being scrutinized, I guess. I'm not worried about being scrutinized. I live in America, and people have outward opinions of who I am as a person regardless. And if you're American, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Meaning that someone's always gonna have an opinion. If they think you're living your life or you are a person of value or whatever. So I don't really care about opinions. They mean very little to me. The thing that means the most to me, opinion-wise, would be my opinion of myself. I literally tell people when you like what you see as far as a person, like your soul. Like, I'm not talking about your image. Like, I'm talking about, do you like who you become or who you are today, and what would you do and how would you improve that? So that's number one. So you got to be okay with being you. No matter who you are and what you're about, you have to be okay with being you. If you're okay with being you, then you're comfortable in your own skin, as they say, then you'll probably be okay being a vlogger. But you have to start there, because if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're not going to be comfortable in video at all. I don't care what mistakes I make, because I know that I always constantly improve who I am. So when I'm doing these vlogs, there's little to no editing unless I have to like stop and do something with the family or work related or so on and so forth. This is me. Like it or love it or leave it, this is who I am. So it doesn't get any more genuine than this. So you have to be comfortable